Dream, 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 dream when I want you.
Alright, so one time I had this dream. I was walking down my street and walked into a house I'd never ever been in before, but walked in there anyways. For some reason my grandma was standing there and she didn't actually say anything to me. It was really random. But then there were some bad guys like crawling up the windows and I was scared of them. And then somehow I had a gun in my hand. And then my two friends appeared there and I shot them both in the face. And
dream, 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 dream.
I was a bug, and I was buzzing around, and someone tried to swat me, but I got away.
So this is a long one, but I'm going to try to explain it. It starts off and I'm in an antique shop and it's also a laboratory. No joke. I'm there with my mom, my dad, and a scientist. The scientist is holding these vials and says, you need to protect these, this is your future. So he puts it down and then I'm just kind of walking around looking at all the antiques because it's this crazy antique shop. And then someone jumps through the window, snatches all the vials, starts throwing them on the ground. I start thinking, well, this is my future, I have to protect it. Then all of a sudden this guy that's smashing the vials takes one of the swords from the antique shop and kills both my parents in front of me. I grab a sword and try to run after him. He runs away on the street. So all of a sudden I'm in the middle of this huge city that's bigger than any city I've ever seen. And I'm with my sister and I can't find the guy. So I start walking down, I don't know where I'm going, I'm just walking with my sister. And I see someone I know wearing, no joke, tie-dye overalls with a pipe on a necklace. And I keep walking, and then all of a sudden I see a dog that's been hit by a car in the middle of the street. And on the other side, on the
Red Sox!
on the sidewalk, watching the dog and watching me watching the dog, is a man with no legs, or his legs, his stumped legs. A semi starts coming towards the dog. And as semi starts coming towards the dog, I look at the old man, and the old man says, that dog better stop moving faster if he wants to get out of the way. And then right as the truck is about to come on top of the dog, I wake up.
Okay, last night I had a dream and it was like me and Sage were driving around in my car and it felt like we just got nuclear bombed. And the clouds, it was like orange clouds and stuff, and we were on this construction site and we were lost. And she's like, stop, I need to go out and go to the bathroom. So she wanders into some building, this creepy building, and to go look for a bathroom, and I call the cops because I'm crying and I'm bawling because I thought we were lost. And then I look up ahead and there's the exit, and I was afraid to hang up because I was afraid the cop was going to get me in trouble, and Sage never came back.
Dream, dream, dream.
Okay, when I was 8, I had a dream that my fish, because I had a fish at the time, was in a bowl in Petco. And the whole bowl went black and I saw it, and I ran over to the bowl, and the bowl went clear again. My fish was dead, floating on top of the water. And I woke up, I freaked out, and I ran over to the bowl to see if my fish was okay, and my fish was actually dead. So that was a crazy ass dream.
So this one time, I was having this dream, and it started off me like being a worker for some large oil rig on in the middle of the ocean, obviously. And somehow it just got smaller and smaller until I was on the marina, and I could like hold it. I don't know. And then Iron Man showed up, no joke. And he was flying around with a hoverboard, and this hoverboard, like I don't know, it was all cool, but it left like a smoke trail. And so I told him to like write my name in the sky. And so, you know, he goes up there, starts writing N-I, my name's Nick, anyways, N-I, and then G-G-E-R-N. So he writes the N-word, he comes back down. I'm like, why'd you write that? And that's pretty much it.
So this one time I had a dream where I showed up to AP Government like I do every Wednesday and Friday, but I was the first person there. It was only Mr. Croft and I. And jokingly, just for my own self-assurance, I said, Mr. Croft, I'm graduating, right? And he says, no you're not. I'm like, what do you mean? He says, you're not going to graduate, you little fucker. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? I mean, I turned in all my essays I've been turning into TAs and the quizzes on my fine. He's like, no, you're not going to graduate. And he never said why. And then I pushed him and he fell. And then the administration saw me and I had to run away. And it was like a chase movie. It was hella scary. Sorry, Mr. Croft.
I used to have when I was in like 4th grade, 3rd grade, was after the movie Wrong Turn is about, or not Wrong Turn, I don't know, about the end of the world, terrorist attack. So I used to have this dream that there's a bomb landed in my park. A bomb? There's a freaking bomb! And scared the shit out of me because there's a bomb. And so I would run around the town trying to save people and trying to find this bomb. And every time at the end of the dream, no one would listen to me, and the bomb would explode, but somehow I lived, and then I woke up.
Phil, what is that eye on your shirt?
When I was like 10, I dreamt that I got some Eminem CDs because I liked Eminem. My mom wouldn't let me get them, so I was all stoked. I woke up and was like, "Oh sweet, I'm gonna go listen to my Eminem CDs," and then I realized it never happened.
So this one time, I had a dream, I guess it was a lucid dream because halfway through I realized it was a dream. I'm like, oh, it's a dream, I can do whatever I want. I decided I wanted to fly. And there happened to be a big ledge right where I was, so I decided that I'd just jump off and fly, and I was kind of nervous. Then I ran and jumped, and I didn't fly, even though it was in a dream, and I just started falling. So I'm in the air, and then I started thinking, oh, it's still a dream. I'm not going to hit the ground, because you wake up before you hit the ground. But then, for some reason, I hit the ground, and I actually like felt it, and then I was just really pissed off because my lucid dream failed, and then I woke up.
So this is a reoccurring dream, and I just keep going into my backyard, and a raccoon attacks me. Except the last time I had it, the raccoon like jumped in my face, and I got it on the ground, and I started punching it, and then the dream hasn't happened yet.
Alright, so one time I was really young, like 6 years old, and I used to share a room with my brother. We had bunk beds, and so all of a sudden I remember hearing my dad yell that there's a fire in the house. So there was a big huge fire in the house, and for some reason me and my brother just stayed in our room, and we were sitting there crying the whole time. And then the fire comes in, and for some reason I didn't think fire rose that. I was 6 years old. So fire was just getting my brother, and I was just standing above, trying to spit on it and throw water on it. I don't know where I got the water from.
So it was last year for junior prom, and then it was like I like got my dress really late, but then everyone else already got there, so every single day everyone's like, oh, what color's your dress? And I'm like, I don't have one. And so I was like hella like scared, so I was hella procrastinating it. And then I had a dream that like I woke up and I was at my friend's house, and my friends were all like getting ready, and they were all like ready, and like all our dates are about to come to the house. They're like, oh, Leah, are you going to prom? And I was like, I thought so, and like I was like, so they like threw on like a summer dress on me, and they like did my makeup and my hair, and then when I woke up I was like, I really need a prom dress, like right now, and then I got one like.
So I had a dream like it was like really foggy and it's blurry and everything. I just couldn't see. I kept walking around and I was just getting super pissed off.
Look at Zoolander. It's like on the way back from a snowboard trip. It's like this empty city street, and this woman walks up to this man who's just like sitting there, or standing there I guess, and she goes, hey, this is America, right? And he just kind of smiles and goes, yeah, it is. And she goes, well, can you tell me something real fast? And he goes, sure. And she goes, are there any good names here? And he just kind of like smiles really subtly and goes like, yes, but I'm in a hurry right now, and I can't tell you. But you should really look into it. And she smiles back and goes, that's what everyone keeps telling me. Good luck analyzing that.
Dream.